First, what to do is to strengthen yourself by resting as awareness with positive points of view. In other words, a point of view that you think is pleasant rather than disturbing, like panic. And when you strengthen yourself with gaining familiarity with the root of the positive and neutral points of view, those that don't seem so gripping, you strengthen yourself more and more to rest as those points of view that seem very disturbing. And a lot of times when the disturbing points of view come up, those are the ones we really want to run with. Just as an impulse, we want to get rid of the pain. We just want to get rid of the pain, so we'll do anything, no matter what it is, to get rid of the pain. And traditionally, in the great tradition of the epitome teachings, the direct teachings like the Great Freedom Teaching, these types of disturbing emotions are called the poisons. Now, we can all very easily see why they're called the poisons, because they feel so gripping. It feels like we must do something about them, whatever it is we do. Eat a chocolate cake, or have sex, or take a drink, or smoke a joint, or enter into a new romance, change our lifestyle. It can be anything. So this is why these are called the poisons. When a gripping point of view like panic comes up, just continue to rest without describing anything about it, like, this is the end of me, the bottom's falling out, I have this because such and such happened. Just continue to stop description, and you will find yourself totally at rest as the space of that point of view. Because you see, no point of view, no matter what it is, poses a threat. It only is aware pure space, no matter what it's been labeled. So it poses no threat. It's not an obstacle. Just like you can look into the sky right now, and there are no obstacles anywhere in stainless sky. So too, in your own rested awareness, there are no obstacles whatsoever. All is stainless sky. And as much as it may seem like you can't do it, just don't describe. Even if you don't want to call it rest, just don't go into the description, and that will be rest. No matter what the description is called, it is timelessly free and unobstructed. And when we return ourselves again and again to the basic space of awareness, the basic space of rest, that is the entire substance of anything that appears, then more and more we have complete equanimity no matter what's happening. Whether it's panic, or you see, the panic and the complete ease of being are not two. They're not two, just like no thought and thought are not two. It's only in thinking that there are two, that there's the panic, and then that there's another state that's pleasurable, called ease of being, that there seem to be two. But when we rest repeatedly, then less and less can we see two anywhere. Now, no matter what antidotes you've been applying to your disturbing points of view, know that resting as awareness is a lot easier. It is a lot easier, even though it may seem earth-shattering at first and very difficult. Just stop the descriptions, whatever they are. And that will immediately place you in rest. Even if you don't have restful sensations in your body, it doesn't mean anything. Now you see, when rest occurs in the direct encounter with a disturbing emotion, then that disturbing emotion that's been returning again and again throughout life, and sometimes these disturbing emotions get worse and worse the older we get. What happens is that disturbing emotion is resolved in the basic space of awareness. It's resolved forever. So there isn't this thing of repeatedly going through these excruciating states of disturbing emotions and thinking about them and wondering if we'll ever get out of this disturbing state and attributing an origin to the disturbing state and all of these things. You know, as we get older, we have a lot more disturbing things going on with us. Now, a lot of you are young, but listen up, okay? Because I'm a little older, so anything disturbing you have going on now, it's going to get a lot more disturbing. You know, just sit here for a minute and notice every little ache and pain you have in your body. We all have them from the day we're born, so I know you have them right here, but just notice all those little aches and pains you have in your body, you young ones. Well, by the time you're my age, you'll have those aches and pains, and they'll be many orders of magnitude greater. And if you haven't rested as awareness as the great equanimity of everything, no matter what its label might be, then any disturbances you have within you now are going to be even more exacerbated, because now you probably don't think about dying very much, or the end of your life for most of you, because you're young. But, you know, when you get to be in your late 50s, then the horizon gets closer. So, you know, you have this body, it's falling apart. The mental states, you can't use them like you used to. Not so in my case. But you see, wisdom, it doesn't rely on age or any of this stuff. So wisdom is beyond all these debilities that we imply as belonging to a personal identity. But really, no matter what you do, just take all of your enthusiasm and courage and do not describe these states. There's the temptation in describing states to borrow all kinds of knowledge that has been heard about the states, like reading something in such a book, and it means this and it means that, and it can be quite overwhelming. So to just rest without describing it's very swift, and it will completely resolve this if it's something that has been repeated for you.